Well, welcome one and all on an evening which is far from ideal in terms of weather conditions. Right now it's okay, cloudy but nothing worse. However, the fear is that rain is on its way, and this match, critical as it is, could soon be pretty damp, soggy or even worse. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And having a look at the lineups here, it looks very much, Jim, like a 5-4-1.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And that gets things running. Wins the duel this time. Well, both teams have had a frustrating start to the season, not a single win between them. Umichukwueze. Chaplin. Turns and goes back. Can he finish? Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cody forwards and with intent. Do have a chance to counter here. And it's gone back to the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's in plenty of space here. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, it's played into the area. Defending of the desperate variety. Aim forwards. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Climbs up big! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, they can break here. Well, played right into his path. That has been clubbed away. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Umichukwueze. That's really well manoeuvred. Cody attempts a clearance. That's been drilled forward. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Chibueze. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Umechibueze. Aim forwards. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Real chance, he's having a shot! And it's been taken short. That has been knocked clear. Coventry. Spread out to the left. And the finish! And that has been cleared. Long ball, looking to counter. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. And it's played forward. Over to the left. Oh, that's neat. Shot a goal! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Into the channel. Chibueze. There are a few waiting for it. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. He was going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's a loose ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, that's well seen too. Coventry. Out to the left it goes. Can he latch on to this? Out of play for a goal kick. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Does really well to win the ball there. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's really well manoeuvred. Chibueze. And it's played forward. Chaplin. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tries a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Kaminski breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Might be dangerous. Great chance! Clears it away. Chibueze. Can he deliver? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great defending, strong and determined. Chibueze. Chibueze goes for a shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looking for a decent ball in. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. 2 minutes to be added on. Tiago. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, It depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
So that's got things underway. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. Wins the duel this time. Travis. It's anyone's ball now. Hit into the middle. That has been knocked clear. They get a throw in. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Coventry aim forwards. Clark. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
Up towards the front line. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Straight run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Oh, what a climb! But again, the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Shoots! It's a loose ball. A terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gets it away. He's had a shot! Clears it away. Moved on forwards. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. Keeps on running. That's tidy. Can he deliver? And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Calmly anticipates. Aim forwards. Really well manoeuvred. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can hurt with their backs to go.
That has been cut short. And it's played forward. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Oh, this looks sharp. Physical challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. Good, can he get onto this? Lovely feet. Clark. Coventry gets it clear, but shifted upfield. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tiago does well to get it back. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Clark. Oh, good spread. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Comes the corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And the whistle goes for half-time. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Clark. Played towards the front line. Aim forwards. And it's hoisted clear. That's been won straight back. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. Looking for a decent ball in. Nice interception, well timed. Can he finish? And for sure, that was not one of his best. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Moved on forwards. Driven forward. Fancy looking ball that. Was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. But moved on forwards. And still we await the first breakthrough. Has a look and plays it forward. That has been knocked clear, but shifted upfield.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Aim forwards. Tiago. But forwards and with intent. Tiago. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Aim forwards. Calmly anticipates. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! Oh, taken with style.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose he did need a little change.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
He is just caressing the ball. And he shoots! Should have equalised.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries to think it through. He's having a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
And it's played forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So there's going to be another change here. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Muscular approach does pay off here. It's just beyond his reach. Forward it goes. That has been knocked clear. I think we're just about done here. Moved on forwards. We are into overtime. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and the heart and mouth moment for the taker.
So all square with... And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And having a look at the lineups here, it looks very much, Jim, like a 5-4-1.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Well, we're on the way. Oh, there's a probing ball. Seko. Ho going full steam ahead down the left flank. Seko. Real chance! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Cody clears it away. We're going to throw in. Cross needs to be good. Moved on forwards. Zonzi aim forwards. And it's Chamadeu. And cross it goes. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Seko, over to the left. Oh, the clearance is short. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
And it's played forward. Cody forwards and with intent. Gallagher does really well to win the ball there. Good running, strong and purposeful. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. On time, excellent interception. Aim forwards. Short changes him with that pass. Phillips. Zonzi forwards and with intent. Doka. Moved on forwards. That's been drilled forward. That's tidy. And the ball's come loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ho. Spread out to the left. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tiago. Van Herf. And that's well seen too. Purring. Gallagher! Denied by an instinctive save.
Gallagher actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's really well manoeuvred.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Chamadeu. Cross goes in there. That has been knocked clear. And it's played forward. Nicely intercepted. Steam and the shot! There it is! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Aim forwards. Phillips wins the duel this time. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he's there to clear it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Seko. And Zonzi. Played out to the left flank. Firmly met. And that's been won straight back. He's shifting through the gears here. Played out to the right. And the counter is on. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good... And he shoots! Really well taken goal. That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was unstoppable.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, there's a genuine sense of tit for tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific watch.
That's really well manoeuvred. Tiago is onto it in a flash. That has been cut short. By Junho. And it's Seko. By Junho in acres of space out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Zonzi gently done. Driven forward. Played out wide. Quality ball. Gibson gets it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Gibson. That's a lovely, neat pass. Raksaki. Gallagher stood his ground strongly.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That has found him in acres of space. Nice control. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Raksaki. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Seko. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Moved on forwards. Raksaki. Clears it away. Have it back and can go again. And Zonzi. Chamateu. Aim forwards. Tiago. And now the breakaway. Oh, super find. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Chamateu. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.